In the past, I've done one or two videos from recollection on Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. There have been certain artists that Royal Philharmonic Orchestra have backed. They've been remastered, etc., and twiddled about. There's a number of them. It's Elvis. There's a couple of them. Roy Orbison. I think Simon and Garfunkel. There's one on anyway, but a lot of them anyway, and they're a very busy orchestra. You know, they're always doing something or other. So this is an album that caught my eye. And you know, sometimes when you're on Amazon, you need to make up an order so that you can get the free shipping, etc. If you're not a Prime member, which I am from time to time, but still. So I decided I'd buy this because it was cheap, and I was interested in it anyway. And it's Motown, a symphony of soul with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Featuring Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Marvin Gaye, the Temptations, the Supremes, the Jackson 5, Four Tops, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, and Jimmy Ruffin, Billy Preston and Cyrita. Now the little sort of hype label, you know, I always keep these now and I put them in a book. I'm a sad character, aren't I? It says, featuring Motown's best-loved singles, reimagined with new orchestration by the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Includes beautiful versions of Abraham, Martin and John, on which Beverly Knight duets with Marvin Gaye, and What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, featuring Misha Paris with Jimmy Ruffin. Now, let's just take the booklet out here. Beverly Knight, fantastic singer. Misha Paris, fantastic singer. And inside, we've got some photographs there of the RPO at work. Some people don't like their favourite artist being messed about with, as they put it, or as they see it. But I think some of these are pretty good. And you've got to keep an open mind. Not everybody will be to your taste. Now, the conductor's note here is, I've been inspired all my life by Motown, although growing up in Liverpool, it was known as Tamla. And back then, me and my friends, it should be my friends and I, used to play pretty much any record we saw that carried that logo. The production was unique, the writing incredible, so many great hits came out of that in-house studio team. I used to search everywhere for any information I could find on Motown and its studios, artists and writers. I loved the Four Tops, the Temptations, the Supremes and all the individual singers. So to get the chance to revisit the original recordings and add new arrangements was an amazing privilege. And of course a challenge. You don't want to mess anything up. Motown also had top-notch arrangers and used strings on many of their records, always beautifully arranged and recorded, always so emotionally resonant. The limitation imposed by the technology in terms of the number of tracks that they could record on didn't ever appear to inhibit the production of those incredible records. Well, I second that. It goes on to say, hearing the vocals on their own, as we did during the making of this new record, was quite an experience. Performances by artists of the calibre of Marvin, Stevie, David, Levi and the Four Tops, and of course a young Michael Jackson. We spent days just listening and getting inspired. We hope you enjoy these revisited productions and mixes, which feature the finest orchestra players the UK has to offer. The musicians were so engaged in the sessions, all excited to be playing alongside the all-time greats of Motown. On Abraham, Martin and John, we have added Beverly Knight, a great singer, always inspired by Motown. For What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, we invited Misha Paris, another artist very much at home with this legendary label's output, to duet with Jimmy Ruffin. Both ladies are worthy of performing on these special records and understand how genuinely iconic the Motown artists are. That was by Brian Rawlings in 2021. It gives a breakdown of who is playing what in the orchestra, all their names, won't go through that. Writing credits, and that's it. I think that, I mean, I'm Motown mad, me, and I probably have, in one form or another, every single that Motown ever recorded, and God knows how many albums. So it's a new nod to Motown, this, and it's worth a listen to anyway. I think you can stream it as well, so have a listen to that. And if you fancy having a copy for yourself, a physical copy, well, at the moment it's pretty cheap. I paid something like about I think it was about £3 for this, but sometimes it comes down to about £1.94, and it's handy for just topping up to get that free packing and shipping, etc. So keep it in mind if you're a Motown fan, and approach it with an open mind, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Thanks for watching this. If you've enjoyed it, tick a like, and if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe, because it helps a small channel like me. I don't get any freebies from any record company sending me promos or anything like that. Those days are long gone, and I'm not seeking to make any money out of making these videos. So they're not monetized. There's not enough members anyway to do that at present. It's just to share what I have in my collection with you and hear your views. Okay, thanks for your support. Bye for now, and have a great day.